Good morning, everyone. My name is Reandria Stapleton, and I am a dual community and school health major. My topic today is disease prevention and control, and it's based on the ninth grade level, or it could be taught to high school students in general. My first resource is a video. It's entitled HIV Prevention Tutorial, and it was actually made for teachers to have a simpler way of discussing the different aspects of HIV to students. So it would be like the preventive methods, like the use of condoms. They will be breaking down a little bit more. Transmission of the virus would also be a part of the video. So I will show the video from my laptop, and then I will discuss the connections to curriculum and some instructional methods I may use for this particular video. So before we go in, it does not have a quantitative assessment. Though the language is clear, you can understand it, and it's easy to comprehend. So for anyone, whether you're on a 6th grade reading level or anything, you can understand the video, the qualitative aspect of the video. So in this video, it teaches about AIDS, again, or HIV, uses a research-based design process to develop medically accurate, pedagogical, grounded, and culturally tailored animated software to optimize learning and retention in HIV prevention. So for the school setting, this video is precisely made for school setting. So a brief overview before we look at the video, because I will only show about 2 minutes of the video. This video uses animated role play between a physician and his curious young patient, whom is very inquisitive in learning about preventative methods. So you'll see them going back and forth between questions and answers, very thorough and very informative. So here we go.
HIV/AIDS, the silent killer. A doctor's visit. Hello, what can I do for you?
Doctor, I've heard a lot about HIV, but I don't really understand what it is. Could you explain, please?
Sure, it's a very serious health topic. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. It is a deadly virus that causes the condition AIDS. It can kill you.
What?
That was a little bit
It can kill
drastic.
me? Isn't there a cure for it?
No, there is no cure for HIV or AIDS. It can affect anybody who is not careful. Since there is no cure, prevention is the best defense. It is important to know the facts so you can protect yourself and stop it from spreading.
Why is it dangerous? How does it kill?
Okay, let me explain it to you. Why is this dangerous? A body is like a country with a defense system called our immune system. To protect the country from foreign attackers, every country has its own defense system, organized with commanders and soldiers. The commanders mobilize troops and maintain order among the soldiers. Similarly, our body's immune system army protects us from foreign germs and infections. Our skin is like a strong wall which protects us from many germs and infections. Inside our body, our immune system army chiefs, also known as CD4 T cells, maintain order among the soldiers to keep us healthy and fit. Our soldiers follow all the commands of the army chiefs to kill.
Okay, so that's about 2 minutes of the video. So if you haven't realized it yet, the video also talks of immunity. So that's also relating to health, and it can also be transferred or taught to or in biology class. So this video can be used in sciences, as in biology or chemistry, if we're talking about the molecular structure of cells. So as we move forward, so connection to a curriculum. This video is connected to standard CCSS ELA Literacy RI 9 to 10.3, which states that it analyzes how the author unfolds an analysis or series of ideas or events, including the order in which the points are made, how they are introduced and developed, and the connections that are drawn between them. As provided in the video, there is a sequence of order in which the plot of the video is developed. So that is, they'll talk about the definition of HIV, then they'll talk about the defense system of the body, so how the body fights it. Then they'll talk about preventative methods and the transmission or spread of the disease, etc. So an instructional option for use of this text or this video would be, it will be connected to our content area standard 7.0. Again, that's the disease and prevention standard, and this would be used to access and assess valid information about HIV/AIDS in simpler terms for high school students to comprehend. So in this case, we can do a role play, we could do a think, pair, share discussion, we can do a gallery walk whereby we talk about the video and then divide students into groups, and they can write their opinions and factual opinions that is based on the videos. They'll list, I'll give them like different major subtopics to write about, and based on the video and their prior knowledge, they'll write on it, and they'll put the poster boards around the classroom, and a student will, and as a group, they'll walk around and include information that they think the other group possibly forgot to mention. And this would be a great way of students retaining the information about HIV. The next trade book is very, very interesting. It's a memoir. It's about a girl called Elena. So as you can see, it says Elena Vanishing. So Elena wrote this book with along with her mom. So whatever she remembers about, she records. It's like a diary. So it the quantitative, it says it's like high-low 640 Lexile. So whether you're below or above a grade level pertaining to the book, you can read it. Whatever, if you're below a 640 reading Lexile score level or above it, you can read it. So the qualitative data, this book is easy to read and words are appropriate for the grade level. So each chapter covers an essential part of Elena's struggle to eat healthy and maintain a healthful weight. Students will find this book interesting since they are either at the age or approaching the age that are prevalent to eating disorders or possibly a disease such as what Elena has, which is anorexia nervosa. So a brief summary of this book is that this book highlights the life of a young girl, Elena, who struggles to have a normal weight. The identification of the different stages of the disease were noted clearly, so they weren't room for misinterpretation. The identification of at this point, Elena has developed a conscience that constantly and negatively points out an image that in her head that she is fat. So that's another way of identifying if someone has a disorder or disease, if their mental state keeps giving them an image that is unrealistic. Her obsession lies with the opinions of other people. She likes to hear that she is beautiful, and she believes that the only way she can be beautiful is by eating less and exercising more. So in connection to a curriculum, this book is connected to curriculum standards CCSS ELA Literacy RI 9 to 10.1, and it states, cite strong and thorough textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inferences drawn from the text. As the students read and become familiar with the character, they will be able to give thorough textual evidence to support their analysis. So they will be able to learn about the events that leads up to Elena becoming anorexic. So they'll learn about different procedures she took to be this skinny person. There was a passage here that I wanted to read, which was from chapter 1. It's very quick. So, I wake up in a panic and acid churns in my stomach. A nurse has walked into my hospital room. I was asleep. How long was I asleep? How long has it been since I last reached for the makeup bag under my pillow? So you can also tell that she's so obsessed with beauty that she cannot be without her makeup bag. She has to have makeup on. Does the nurse see a girl with a bright future ahead of her? That's what she's asking herself. Or does he see a sweaty, tear-stained mess? So as it turns out, I don't need to worry. All the nurse sees is my lunch tray. He didn't eat any of it, he says. He didn't even unwrap it. I feel my face settle with a polite, neutral expression. Forehead smooth and lips curved slightly upward, and I hear myself speak in the voice I save for strangers, slightly higher and more childlike than my normal voice, with a gentle limp. People like that voice. They relax and smile when they hear it. I'm sorry, I say. I fell asleep. So if I leave it, will you eat it now? That's the nurse asking her the question. She said no. There's no way I can force that stuff down. This morning, I had 3 bites of pudding. 3 bites of pudding, and she feels like she's still full from morning till this evening. At the thought of more food, the familiar pains knife through me. But if I say that, I know what he'll think. So I purse my lips and arrange my face into a thoughtful expression. I don't know, I say. I'm still sleepy. Maybe later, when I wake up again. The nurse isn't happy with my answer. He growls and mutters as he takes my pulse and updates my chart. I like this nurse. Yesterday he yelled at me, but I can tell he only did it because he was worried. Now he huffs. Anorexia. You and my niece, 2 beautiful girls, destroying your lives over a diet. I take careful note of the comment. She only hears the word beautiful. This nurse is the 5th person in the last 4 days to call me beautiful, but worry poisons my relief. What do I weigh now? I need to know the number that's made me beautiful. So she's, as you can tell, she is obsessed with the weight and her appearance, and it is so bad that she cannot even recognize the seriousness of her disease. So, an instructional option. So this is also aligned with our content area, health content area 6.0, which deals with nutrition and fitness. So this book will help students to discuss the constituents of a healthful weight based on the BMI or body mass index. It will also allow students to assess the benefits of physical activity in relation to weight management. So they'll learn things like energy in equals energy out. So if you have 600 calories, I'll make a guesstimate. Say you might want to exercise 15 to 20 minutes after taking that if you do not want to gain weight. That's if you're at a normal BMI. So we know anything below 18 BMI means that you're underweight. Anything above 25, you're between 25 and 30 BMI, you're overweight, and anything above a 30 is obesity. So that's how we calculate